Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I am Fagun from VPMP Polytechnic Electrical Department. I am here today to talk to you about energy conservation and audit. The unit which we'll discuss today is energy conservation approaches in industry. In the last lecture, we studied about energy conservation, the basics of energy conservation. We studied about power factor, the causes of low power factor, advantages of power factor correction. So today we will discuss that how can we improve the power factor. The objectives we will cover today includes methods of power factor improvement, the opportunities we get while using motor to conserve the power. We'll also focus on good lighting scheme for energy conservation, and we'll also discuss about good lighting practices. Okay, let me introduce you the methods which are being used for power factor improvement. There are various methods which are being used for this, but the foremost methods are first one using energy efficient motors, the second is using phase advancers, the third one is using capacitor boosters. We can also use synchronous condenser and we can also use static capacitor. We'll go through all these methods one by one. પાવર ફેક્ટરને આપણે ફેસ એડવાન્સરની મદદથી ઇમ્પ્રૂવ કરશું. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ મોટર છે, મોટરના શાફ્ટ પર આપણે એસી એક્સાઇટર મૂકી દઈએ. એસી એક્સાઇટર એ મોટરના રોટરને સ્લીપ ફ્રીક્વન્સી પર રોટેટ થવાનું કરશે. We can take one more example. Suppose induction motor, which is basically used in industries, highly used in industries. એમાં સ્ટેટરના વાઇન્ડિંગના લીધે કરંટ વોલ્ટેજ કરતાં 90 ડિગ્રી લેગિંગ હોય છે. And because of lagging current, the power factor of induction motor is quite low. So if we mount AC exciter on the shaft of that particular induction motor, what will happen that it will neglify the effect and it will make the rotor to rotate at sleep frequency, which will eventually improve your power factor by making the current leading the voltage. So this is how phase advancer are used for improving the power factor. The second method which we can use is by using synchronous condenser. Synchronous condenser is actually a synchronous motor. Whenever a synchronous motor is operated on no load and it is overexcited, એટલે કે કોઈ પણ સિંક્રોનસ મોટરને આપણે નો લોડ પર ચલાવીએ અને એને ઓવર એક્સાઇટ કરીએ એ વખતે સિંક્રોનસ કેપેસિટર તરીકે બિહેવ કરશે. It will start behaving as capacitor because it will provide leading current. So that particular synchronous motor can be used as synchronous condenser. I again repeat that synchronous motor is overexcited and it is made to run at no load. Because of that, we will get leading current and so eventually the power factor will also improve. Now this synchronous condenser is connected across supply voltage અને generally parallelમાં connect કરવામાં આવે છે. Parallelly connect કરીએ એટલે શું થશે? Synchronous condenser capacitor તરીકે behave કરવા લાગશે. Now capacitor has leading power factor. So it will nullify the effect of reactive component of load. I'll again explain to you. Suppose there is a supply and suppose there is a load. What will we do? We will connect the supply to the load. Now synchronous condenser is connected parallel to the supply. Synchronous condenser will have leading power factor and the load will have lagging or low power factor. So this synchronous condenser leading current will nullify the effect of reactive component of load. And this is generally used in large industries where power factor improvement is very necessary. The third method is using static capacitor. Now, as we all know that most of the industries and power system loads are inductive. Power factor એટલા માટે ઓછું હશે because જેટલા બી ઇન્ડક્ટિવ લોડ હોય છે ઇન્ડક્ટિવ લોડના લીધે રિએક્ટિવ કમ્પોનન્ટ વધારે હોય છે એન્ડ ડ્યુ ટુ દેટ લેગિંગ કરંટ મળે છે જે આખા સિસ્ટમના પાવર ફેક્ટરને રિડ્યુસ કરી દે છે. Alright, reactive power is actually necessary because it helps in developing the flux in magnetic circuit. So most of the inductive components or most of the inductive load will have reactive component. Due to that, the current will be the current will be lagging, and due to that the power factor will be reduced. So for power factor improvement purpose, static capacitors are used. If it is single phase, then it is connected in parallel, and if it is three phase, then it is also connected in parallel with design of star and delta. Connecting it with parallel to supply or parallel to load will hence improve the power factor. This is how the power factor is improved. As you can see in the figure, the vector diagram is given. In vector diagram, on x-axis we have voltage, and on y-axis we have current. Now actually the current is IL. So IL and V makes the angle phi 1. When we introduce capacitor in the circuit, એટલે કે સપ્લાયની પેરેલલમાં જ્યારે આપણે કેપેસિટર ઓર કેપેસિટર બેંક લગાડીએ છીએ, ફિગર પ્રમાણે નીચેની રાઈટ સાઈડની ફિગર પ્રમાણે આપણે ડેલ્ટામાં કનેક્શન કર્યું છે. સો પાવર ફેક્ટર is to be improved. How it will be improved? જે એંગલ છે phi 1 એ રિડ્યુસ થઈને phi 2 થઈ જશે. કેમ થશે? Because on the y axis we have capacitive current which will nullify the effect of reactive component, and hence the value of reactive component will reduce, which will eventually improve the power factor by decreasing the angle between voltage and current. So આપણે power factor improve કરી શકીએ છીએ using synchronous motor or by using capacitors. As you can see in both the figures, right side 3-phase supply અને load છે. ઉપરની જે figure છે એમાં synchronous motor connect કરેલી છે અને નીચેની જે figure છે એમાં capacitor connect કરેલું છે. So these are the methods generally used for improvement of power factor. Now discussing about the opportunities available for energy conservation in motor. પહેલા તો આપણે proper size ની motor use કરી શકીએ, એનાથી efficiency વધશે અને energy conserve થશે. Secondly, drive transmission efficiency improve કરી શકીએ. We can also improve the operating system of motor. We can stop the using of redundant motors or idle running of motor, and we can use EEM, that is energy efficient motors. Now this topic is a little different than what we discussed. This is lighting scheme. In our country, 13% of total electricity is used for illumination. There are basically 4 different types of schemes. The first one is domestic, then industrial, street or road lighting system, and sporting lighting system. So these systems are being used for illumination scheme. We can improve the lighting system by using CFL in place of incandescent lamp. We can use energy efficient lights instead of conventional lights. We can use electronic ballast instead of magnetic ballast. આપણે metal halide lamp use કરી શકીએ mercury અથવા sodium vapor lamp ના બદલે. આપણે high pressure sodium vapor lamp use કરી શકીએ instead of high pressure mercury lamp ના લીધે. And we can also design the house in such a manner that maximum use of daylight is possible. So દિવસમાં maximum આપણે daylight use કરીએ and artificial light comparatively ઓછી use કરવી પડે. And nowadays LED is the best. LED is maximum used, so LED lamp can also be used. Initial cost is high, but eventually we will get the higher efficiency. It will save energy, so on long term LED is very beneficial economically. So these were the things which we discussed today. The first one was methods of improving power factor and lighting system. In next lecture, we will discuss in detail all the methods of improving power factor. I'll show you the vector diagrams and the calculation how practically the power factor is improved by decreasing the angle between voltage and current and reducing the reactive component. Thank you.